no one actually asked that. I'm just gonna actually just act like I got tons of questions on it. So
3 separate feed posts a day. Well, and they didn't kind of like have a little bit of a sweet.
Hey guys, so I want to preface this video. This is just for fun and a little bit of humor within the anti-MLM community. This is not like describing anyone personally. I am just describing kind of what I did and kind of how I see things. Not everyone talks like this. I'm going to talk about all the different things. Like, it's nothing personal to anybody. It's just a little bit of fun. So let's get into it. And I'm really kind of excited, a little nervous because it's just dumb. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about, I'm gonna take you through a mini vlog today. I'm coaching today, so I thought I would take you through a day of coaching. Sorry, I am just constantly on my phone, so I apologize. I just have to make sure I'm always on here and always doing something. Otherwise, it's just not, I'm not moving my business forward. So today I'm going to be taking you through what I do as a coach. I have my checklist here of what I have to do, and I am just going to take you through and see how life-changing this is, because I love losing money when working on my phone. Like, nothing beats it. So I am really super excited to talk to you today, and we're going to go right through it. I already woke up at like 11 this morning, but I made sure I posted at like 8 this morning first, so you guys thought I was awake, but I really wasn't yet, just because I dreaded waking up usually when I was a coach. So I always just made sure I posted by 8 o'clock, something like that, just saying good morning, posting a picture of my dog, making it look like I was up and awake and like doing stuff. But typically I wasn't, so I am up now, I'm ready. But typically before this part of my day, before I'm ready and everything, about 2 o'clock, I make sure I get like workout clips in, whether I did the workout or not. I just make sure I get workout clips in. I for sure get my pre-workout and posted about it, so I make sure I always have it on my story, so it's always posted on there. Be a proud of the product, you know, create curiosity. And so I am gonna get my workout in right now to kind of show you some moves and how I did this as a coach, and really just take you through the day and life as a coach. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this really helps you understand the appeal of what coaching looks like and how much time freedom you really have. It is really just a really good thing and a huge blessing I was able to do for a 1.5 years plus of my life. Let's get into it. Let's get our workout on. Yeah. You don't want to give too much away, so I only usually do about 3 clips a day, because you don't want to give too much away. You want them to pay for it. So let's just kind of get a little mixture of something in. Ooh, butt stuff. Gotta check my phone. Okay. Ooh, some leg stuff. Everyone loves leg stuff and booty stuff, right? So let's do some of that. And then throw in a plug for these. Oops. Throw in a little plug for these things. Oh yeah, we have a bar program, right? Bar really is like a really good program. I really do like it. So some days I would finish my workout, and some days, you know, if I just wasn't feeling it, I just made sure I got the moves in so I could post about it. And then make sure you always write something super inspirational and motivational with that. Sometimes I can feel a little guilty that they're not moving, and I hope you guys understand that I'm just having a little humor with this. So please take this just me having fun with it. It's something I'm making fun of myself. This is what I used to do, so please remember that. Make sure you write something super motivational on your Instagram stories, and make sure, I apologize, my background's not that clean. Make sure your background's always clean. Navy's actually taking a nap on all the towels that we have, so I'll probably have to wash them again. And after this, I always usually contribute to my challenge group, just check in with my girls. And this part was actually always really fun. I really like talking with my girls in that group, so that part was always like super awesome. I think accountability is great, so I never minded that. Like, I just thought that was really important and special, you know, to support those girls and help them in their journey. But just be a friend with them is more so what it was. Like, I don't have any right to tell them how to live a healthy life. I'm actually sweating. I haven't worked out in a while. Now, after this part, I would usually make a meal, and I'll show that right here. I had that. Make sure you post the dang meal. I make sure you kind of talk about the containers if you can, what kind of containers you're using. I always use the containers, so that's the only system I know. And then if you have superfood, make sure you have superfoods every single day. I personally am not going to have superfoods. I feel like feeling good today, so make sure you post it. Maybe I'll find an old photo of me sharing my superfood shake and I'll post that in here, but make sure you post that. It has like 7 salads in it, you know. Make sure you reply to all your DMs. I always used to say on my stories, okay, just finished my workout kind of thing, blah, blah, and I'm gonna reply to all my DMs. If you haven't heard from me, I haven't heard from you. Usually I don't have very many DMs. Usually it's just the scene thing and that's about it because they don't want my invite. Just make sure you reply to that. Let's see, let me just show you a demonstration of an invite. I'll message my sister. I'm gonna invite her right now. We're inviting my sister, Emily. Chat. So, quick tip guys here, little training. So with inviting, they actually have, so if you don't want to use the copy and paste method, you can actually, there's like this little button here. Do I have it? Yep. So it has the 3 dots. And then, oh, let's see, I have a, let's see, what's this one? Ooh, there's a coach one and there's a normal. I'm just gonna invite her to be, well, let's do coaching because that's where you make the real money, right? So let's do a coaching one. I haven't sent invites out forever. Okay, coaching, coach hobby. Okay, let's try this one. So this one says, hey babe. So I'm gonna make sure I type her name and you wanna get real personal. So, hey, I just checked out your page and I see you're into fitness as well. I love finding other women with the same passion as me. Thanks for sharing your journey with me so people like me can read about it and get inspired. Son, I just wanted to ask you, it seems like you put in so much effort into your results and self-love. Have you ever considered helping or continuing to inspire others to do the same thing to bring in an income, or do you just do this as a hobby with some hearts? So I'm gonna send that and see what she probably doesn't say. So that is an example of a coach invite. Now let me show you, while I'm just sitting here, let's just, okay, I have some trainings later to get to today. So before I get to that, I'm going to show you how we invite to just the challenge group and how you send out like 30 to 40 invites a day, or we're told to, you know, at least, I know my coach would always like, you know, split it down the middle and make sure you invite that many people a day on each side. So it's like 60s, or, you know, 60, 70, not that many. You cannot skip this. So this is where you spend most of your time. If you post about watching some TV, if you post about some Netflix, watching some Bachelor, watching some YouTube like I always do, make sure either just don't post about it, but if you do, make sure your inviting is done. But really you can't have enough invites going out because you are in control of this business. So let me show you. I'll invite Gretchen, my other sister. Hey babe. So we're gonna put her name. Thank you for your love and support on my health and fit journey. It's brought so much good into not only my life, but my girlies as well. I would love to support you in any way that I can. What have you been wanting to improve on lately? Good question. You always end with a question. Never not end with a question, because that just gives them a more chance to not reply. Okay, send. All right, so just send out 39 more of those, and you could feel good about yourself that day. Ooh, next, we're gonna go to a new spot now. I wanna make this a vlog, and right now I'm stationary, so let's go to the desk because we almost have some team calls to get to, but I'm gonna show you how I post on my stories, or what I usually post on my stories to share the coaching experience and how I share my story on there to hopefully inspire others to join me. Let's go. Okay, so next on the to-do list, we have to let people know we have spots open on our team. Coaching gives me a high. Yeah. I wonder what we learned on our team call today. I bet you it's gonna be Products 101. It literally took me forever to find a coaching post. I don't know why, if I just deleted them, but here we go. So here it is. Here's one from basically a year ago. What made you want to start being a coach? Oh boy, this is kind of where I talked about it. It's not like a full coach post, I guess you could say. Like there's like those real intense, like full-on stories, but here's just a little touch of one that I would do every once in a while. Oh boy, great cute, big answer. Last spring, summer, so 2 now ago. Last spring, summer, right before, during, after my wedding, I was in a super dark place emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, all the things. I found a love for fitness years ago, but lost touch with it the year before the wedding, which was also my first year as a big girl. You would often catch me out holding one of these and ignoring the fact that I haven't been taking care of myself the way I needed to be. No house maintenance, that was Adam's job in my head. It was also nightly drinks inside too. Ask Adam, my life was consumed by Netflix, drinking, and making supper mac and cheese for myself. Messy kitchen, me on the couch like always. No fire for life at all. I'm tired, ha. Always on the couch. Tell me to get up and do something, please. Or always on the coach. Tell me to get up and do something, please. LOL. Packing is so difficult. Our relationship was not healthy at all. Thankfully, Adam is the most amazing and forgiving human and dealt with my issues. He planned most of the wedding, so I could sit on the couch more or sleep. He was finishing school or working. Of course, I gained a good amount of weight. This wasn't me. We all have our bad angles. Yes, I was getting heavier. So then I had my girl believe in me and I needed help, but I put my pride down and got help. Best decision ever. Good morning. Okay, having people believe in me and show me light is what I needed. I saw hope in coaching and a huge potential for growth, so I'm living for it. And I love those girls. These girls are super sweet. For sure, I still talk to a couple of them, and I love talking to them. It has nothing to do with their relationships. I love those. I do cherish those, but it's just the whole business structure. Physically in a healthier place. I mean, any work, any sort of self-consciousness would hopefully help anyone. So I'm finally that girl that I can do her health and fitness dream. We're happy now and we work as a team. And so basically I'm just hinting there all about the coaching life and how it just absolutely changed my life, right? And it's just like coaching is so not the answer to everything. Like I could have done this on my own without coaching. Like right now I'm working on myself. Yes, obviously like anyone can start something and they lose weight or they feel like they're feeling better, anything, of course. So of course it works. Like I felt good, but I could have done that on my own. I know I needed help, but still I went to something so restrictive. Now I'm dealing with those consequences, and that's me trying to eat normal again. If you haven't watched Charlotte's video where I collabed with her, she has a part 1 and a part 2. I'll link them down below. Highly go recommend watching those. We talked about nutrition in the second one, I believe. Yes, second one. And she points out that the calories that I was told to eat was not even enough for like a 7-year-old child. Like that's what they would eat, and I was eating under that daily, typically. That is not healthy. Of course, like I was struggling to even lose the stubborn fat. That's just because my body was in starvation mode. So now I'm trying to get to my new set point, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a lifestyle of living. So yes, I'm going to be gaining weight probably in the future, just a little bit. I'm okay with that right now because I want to get to a point where once my body's like, okay, she's healthy, she can survive with the food that she's giving herself. Hopefully it'll start to go down. I'll also leave another video down below that I found super, super helpful with it. She went all in for a year. So she knew she was going to gain weight. I'm sorry if I'm super whitewashed, guys. She knew she was going to gain weight, and so she allowed herself to eat until she was full, but you know, of course, eat things that you know maybe you know are better for you. We all know what it is and what it isn't, but don't be restricting. Eat until you're full, and do that so when your body gets to a point, and you can watch her video. She talks about it way better. She has a science background, so she really looks at the studies and everything of this. So, oh my gosh, this is so whitewashed. I really hope that helped, guys. Sorry about that. She really looks at the science and research behind everything, so it makes total sense. And now she looks amazing. She looks healthy, and it's still, her body needed a reset, because when we go in such a caloric deficit like that, where it's not even good for our bodies, like I said in one of my videos, you guys, since eating more, and so I am getting like a little swollen. I can tell I'm getting fluffy, and I'm okay with it because my periods are normal. Like I appreciate that. Like I would love to have my body working for me than against me right now. So like that's just a huge priority in my life. So yeah, I'm not as lean as I was in Beachbody, and I even wasn't that lean in Beachbody because my body was like, you're not eating enough. So I'm gonna hold on to all this stubborn fat. And so it's like, I just think fitness is so overrated, where it's like it has to be so lean, it has to be so focused on all this diet culture, and it's so toxic. So I highly recommend just watching and seeing her perspective on that, because it's really, really interesting. And I just hope you guys, if you guys watch, you kind of see where I come from, as I might be putting on a few lbs. I really want that lifestyle of eating what I want, but just listening to my body, because what she found was that, yeah, she ate a lot in the first few months. She got swollen a little bit, you know, was holding some water. She gained a little weight, but what happened was that her body naturally was like, okay, now she's, you know, her body recognized that, okay, she's constantly getting food in her system where it can work. So her body's like, okay, now you don't need to eat so much. So it allowed her to not have those hungry hormones. And so her body was like, obviously telling her she doesn't have to eat as much, so she was just listening to her body, and she naturally just lost that weight that she kind of went over with. And so to me that makes a lot of sense. I do want to try that, because I think if I can get out of diet culture, that would be amazing. A little serious talk there, but we're gonna get back into this because I'm excited. So let's get into the call. So team call time. Let's do this. And just to note, like, I've been doing this eating stuff. I just watched this video like yesterday. So I naturally had just been eating more and listening to my body for like the past few months. So I totally relate with everything she's saying. Like, I'm a little bit more tired, I'm a little bit more moody, just like a little bit of everything that she talked about, and it just makes sense. So yes, Adam says it kind of has to get worse before it gets better. So that is my thinking on things right now. Love me, say that you love me. You guys know how I am. I gotta get my spectacles on. Okay, so I'm logging onto my training call. Let's see what this one is today that we have.
You're doing that. The next thing we need to do is what really takes this from a hobby to a business. And that's a really important thing to kind of differentiate, because clients do the programs. Clients take their sweaty selfie every day. Clients might even like listen to Girl Wash Your Face. Like, that's something that people do these days. And they just like go copy paste messages to a bunch of people. And they didn't kind of like have a little bit of a sweet, your day one. Every single day I do in my stories, I share a little bit of my workouts. I just like film 4 moves after my workout's done, piece them together, and 3 separate feed posts a day. It is really not that hard. It's kind of fun, right? It's a creative outlet. So we're not going to go deep into social media tips right now. I think I did a call like a couple weeks ago about finding your voice, which I think is kind of helpful in coming up with content. But daily, a post on the feed, and you're sharing in your stories. Come up with a recipe for your stories if you have to. So I always kind of come up with a recipe. Like in the morning, I share a little motivational quote. I share my morning routine. I share, a little bit of my life, Cookie, my kid. And then I share a little bit of my workout.
Yeah, for sure. And I know some of you guys already shared in the chat box, but there are a lot of people on this call, so I would love for you to type out what program you guys are doing so that we can do personal development. And I feel like this is something that gets pushed aside so often, and you'll probably hear lots of leaders say that it's something that they pushed aside for a long time, especially in the beginning, myself included. And I think it's because, like, who wants to read a book? I'm just going to be a better person. If I'm like negative at all, I go on a walk and I listen to personal development, and my mood is completely transformed. And it makes a huge, huge difference. So some of my personal favorite personal development books, I guess, I would say, like, it's always changing.
Hey guys, so we got off a team call just now, and it was a call about new coaches, so new coach training, and we really just touched on how to recruit, how to be your best you, how to have no negativity in your life, so make sure you always are listening to personal development, and just always surround yourself with positivity. Negativity in your life is a no-go. So that was what it's about. So I was kind of expecting some product 101. So I did my own product 101, and I have to say I did learn a lot. It was really enjoyable. But now next on my daily to-do list, I like to get some content for my long inspiring posts about myself. So I really need to add value with that. So I'm gonna go outside, try and find a photo spot, and we'll get this started. But first, I haven't talked on my story lately, so I feel like I need to do that really quick because I have tons of people ask me questions about my Shakeology. So I need to make sure I link that with my account so I get some commission. No one actually asked that. I'm just gonna actually just act like I got tons of questions on it. So okay, one second. Good afternoon, guys. So I just got off an amazing team call, and we just talked about how great this team is and how coaching has really changed our lives and why we're so grateful for everything that we have done within our team. It's huge. We have a really strong team, and we're going far this year. So I just wanted to share that. Also, I've been getting tons of questions on my Shakeology, or on my superfood shake that has like 7 salads in it. I wanted to answer some of those. I got asked questions on what it's all about, so I will link that in the next slide. You can read about it. Just make sure to swipe up and shop through that link. Also, I just want to touch on, because I just feel so inspired right now. I am just so thankful that I worked my butt off for where I am now today. I get to stay home, I get to be with my dog, and it's all because of my hard work, and I am just so grateful for myself and for the life that I was able to create for our family and for myself. So it's really cool what we can do for ourselves when we just put ourselves out there. And yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you, and you guys can do it too. So I am opening, it's beginning of the month. I just want to let you know I have 3 spots opening up for my mentorship and 10 spots opening up for my boot camp. So make sure to get your hands on that. And yeah, I won't give you any credit for my success, but yeah, it's all about me, and I will see you guys in the next story. Bye guys. It's really windy out. On my to-do list, me and my team, we're aiming for a really big goal this month for my rank. So I have to make sure that everyone's hitting their goals and we're putting out all the fires. So I have to make sure everyone's getting their downline active, whether they pay for it, whether they badger them until they go active or until they just hate me or hate them. It really just kind of depends, but make sure we have to hit that goal because I need it for 5 or 6 weeks, can't remember, as long as they stay active so I get my pay raise and my status, all the things. So that is something I'm going to do right now. Alright, so now that I have my photo and everything, I'm going to write my caption. So basically it's going to be along the lines of, you know, thankful I did this for myself, myself, so thankful for the coaching opportunity. I'm just so thankful I jumped all in and just decided to do this for myself and my family, and how amazing I am now, basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys can take this with the humor. Like, I am totally I'm adding a little bit of tune to it. It's definitely a little more exaggerated, but it is basically, I mean, I'm not lying with the things I had to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like or dislike, subscribe. It really does help me out. If you share it, tag me so I can say hi. It really does let me know that I'm doing something that you guys like. Did you guys have to do any of this stuff? Does it relate with you guys? I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Have a great weekend.